Hello everybody. Good morning. Welcome in. Happy New Year, my friends. Happy 2025. I'm here to do a general love reading. I'm going to actually start off with an astro intro, as I often do, especially as we move into a new year. This one's going to be a little bit different. I am going to use some of the major arcana to demonstrate what I'm talking about here. I'll timestamp the general reading below if you're not interested in the AstroTarology Intro. Anyway, I hope everybody had a safe and happy new year. For me and my belief systems, well, tarot and astrology, the new year does begin in April with the first house of the zodiac and the Fool card in the major arcana, new beginnings. But during Capricorn season, it's definitely the time to start really planting the seeds that will be then cultivated in Aries season. Capricorn is cardinal earth. It's all about, like I said, planting seeds that are going to grow, good intentions, things like that, what you're going to invest your time, your energy, your effort into. And then in Aries season, cardinal fire, the action takes place. Aries makes it happen. So anyway, it is the new year, but I'm going to talk about how it applies when it comes to love. For the way I tend to do things is I'll take the numerics of the year, say 2025, where we're headed, and reduce them. 2 and 2 and 5 equals the number 9. In the major arcana, the number 9 is the Hermit card. Very strong Virgo energy. Of course, it's Mercury, which is the mind. Mercury does rule more than the mind. It's also the architect. It's about putting together structures and sustainable well-being thing. It's the body. It's the internal nervous system. But when it comes to love, that's where we're going to go there. We're going to go there. I get a little overzealous, my friends. Please excuse me. I'll take the energy back starting with 2022, which equals the number 6. For a lot of people in the soulmate cycle, what I've noticed is that they encountered a situation or a person back in 2022 that kind of lit up an unknown part of themselves, where they encountered their passion in a way that they hadn't done so before. Be that in the form of another person, a soulmate type energy, or it could be a soul's true calling or a situation, even a destination. For these purposes, we're going to talk about love though. And as you can see here in the Good Tarot, this is what I love so much about this card. Look at her, she's laying on top of that lion. She's tamed it, but it's like there's a certain amount of reverent love going on. What's happened here is that she's encountered that internal passion within her. Something sparked it. And oftentimes, as we know, the lovers requires we make a choice. It used to be known as the choice in the tarot. I always call it the no choice because that energy that sparks up inside of us actually lives inside of us. So turning away from that can be quite a challenge. And what can then happen, 2022, we're going to move into 2023 here, reduced equals the number 7. That's the Chariot card in the major arcana. What can then happen is it gets the internal waters, our psyche, our emotional state, our dreams, our intuition, everything goes berserk. The internal waves start splashing around in the Chariot, which represents our direction in life, starts getting pulled all over the emotional landscape. This is a good example. Unfortunately, my lighting is so bad, but you can see there's a white horse and a dark horse pulling that Chariot. The dark horse here has its head turned over in a different direction. The white horse is aiming forward. That dark horse has caught sight of this lover's connection. You can't turn away from it. So it can be that for a lot of people, they encountered that energy back in 2022, and it was like, no, I already have my direction set. I already know which way I want to go. The Chariot's driven by the Emperor. But that dark horse there already knows, already can see what's in the shadows of the emotions. That's Cancerian energy, and it very much describes the Cancerian emotional process anyway, because there is that whole wanting to feel it all and experience it all and being kind of caught up in the flow of emotions. And it also, though, until you can kind of align those two energies, the Chariot doesn't move. So 2023 could have been a very emotionally frustrating but productive time when it comes to love. And then we move into 2024 and we get the Strength card, which of course we just finished, and you guys heard me mention it in every reading. What I find so interesting here is those two that we see in the Lover's card, that's the Empress by the way, with the Lion, appear here again in the Strength card. And now it's not so much like her and this Lion are sleeping on top of each other. There's a real protectiveness, a real reverence, like I said. With the Strength card and the Chariot in between, it's about the ability to hold back until a greater perspective can be reached. Because all of those passions being stirred up inside don't really lend that well to clarity of vision and where it's going to take you. And so with the Strength card also, it can be that a lot of ego things come to the surface, and that kind of energy definitely brings that out. Whether it is that we want to remain in control at all times of where our life is headed, as if destiny doesn't exist, which we're about to get to. But anyway, the Strength card is also about having the courage to answer to our hearts. Leo rules the heart. And as I always say, love rewards the brave. This is about being brave enough to make that choice based on what your heart truly knows, now that you do know, now that you have seen. It's about the complete self, and that includes the dark horse and the light horse. Oftentimes, lovers' connections come into our life at a time when we're turning away from certain parts of ourselves, which we can't really do. Reminders will always come in. Now we're going to get to 2025. Which is the Hermit card. This has so many implications. And one of my problems with talking to you guys about astrology is that it gets so exciting for me. I get overcome with all the information flowing through me. So I'll try to dial it back. It has so many implications personally. But when it comes to the romantic world, that Strength card we were talking about, right? This is when, okay. The Hermit card is about taking what you now know about what your true soul desires and shutting off any outside influence so you can only hear the true guidance of your own soul. There's all this awareness and all this splashing about happening on the internal level. And this is about finding your place in it. And also whether or not it actually sends you in the direction you want to go. And again, Virgo is about health and well-being. And also, will it be of good service to your life? This connection, will you be of good service to each other? Virgo is the sign of service, and again, only wants to be in a healthy, ideally, healthy, supportive situation. And that is also soul searching to find out whether or not you have that within you to offer, aside from all of this. That's a big part of it. But it's also about the ability to go your own way despite what anybody else says. And that's also the Strength card. Part of the reason why the conquering of the ego is so that you're not just conforming to the acceptance of your social surroundings or what's expected of you. The Hermit goes into the cave to find their own place and their own soul. And that's what I'm saying when it comes to these lovers type connections, which oftentimes can shock not just our own world, but the worlds of people around us. They never come in at a convenient time. And part of all of this is leading up to 2026, of course, which is a huge energy. Once all of this has been established, the ego, the integrity, the feeling of emotional honesty, the whole self, coming out of Virgo season, we then get the Wheel of Fortune, which I call my Let Go or Be Dragged card. These two go hand in hand. This is the reason for this, and vice versa. I call it Let Go or Be Dragged for the same reason I call this No Choice. It's destiny. Now, of course, there's free will within all of that, and that's what this is involved in too. But once again, like I said, you can't unsee what you've seen. It's part of you. It's part of your soul, your heart. The Lovers is Gemini energy. It's the twins. It's our inner duality. Same with Cancer. That's why the two horses, the dark and the light. Think about the moon, which is the ruler of Cancer, the dark side of the moon, right? Anyway, you guys, that's a little bit of what we're looking at when it comes to love. Now, all of this can be applied spiritually, personally, collectively, globally, and also on January the 11th, the North and South Node, which have been in Libra and Aries, Venus and Mars, setting the soulmate stage, are now moving into Pisces and the South Node into Virgo. How interesting is that? The year is represented by Virgo, and also the South Node is there. Virgo in the major arcana is also the magician. So again, I'll say all of this work is because of new beginnings and your ability to create that once you understand your true whole self and have developed the integrity and courage to answer to your heart. It's all leading up to that, my friends. Okay, let's get into the reading. It's going to be a general love reading, so not everything I say is going to apply to you exactly the way I say it. Just take what does and leave behind what doesn't, as always. I'll use astrology as I always do, but again, you don't have to have that in your chart. If anybody else appears in the spread, the energy can always be vice versa or interchangeable. All right, let's see what's happening for you when it comes to love from the romance angels. Okay. Interesting. We have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And then we have wedding. This situation involves a marriage. Well, engagement and then marriage. And you know what, you guys, all through the last couple of months of 2024, in the love readings, I was getting strong proposal, engagement type energies. But maybe that is also why I was talking about the Hermit energy, because the wheel is when things start to move. It's ascending. Very interesting. Okay. Let's go to, oh no, okay. We'll do an Amore Psyche. Let's get some of the more physical or sexual components in this connection. Pardon the roughness of my voice, my friends. As always, it'll warm up. Oh, I love this. The Warrior of Love, which reminds me of the Strength card. Look at his red cape of passion flapping behind him. Some things are worth fighting for, right? Interestingly enough, in this deck, it's number 10. No direct tie into tarot, but the Wheel of Fortune is number 10. But anyway, the Warrior of Love, worth the fight. So despite anything that comes up, that's that courage I was talking about. We'll see what the fight's about. That's the word I got. Okay, what do we have? Oh, wow. Taking the plunge. Marriage, taking the plunge. Sometimes people say that, right? I'm going to take the plunge, but this is going all the way in. I love how the character in this card is naked, fully submerged in the waters. Maybe they fell out of the chariot. But this is number 10, and this is number 11, and I keep getting that ascending energy, right? Interesting. Okay, let's get you some from the star codes. This card really wanted to stay on the table. And it's Taurus, which is the 5th house of the zodiac, it's the 2nd house. But this is all about commitment, marriage. Interesting. Okay, this could be astrological energy in your chart and somebody around you, or just overall influencing the situation. Okay. We have the South Node. Well, Virgo is shifting into the South Node on the 11th of January. Right now, South Node in Libra, though. And that's pretty interesting. But South Node's our comfort zone. It's what we're used to. It's our past. And that can be within us, too. How we're used to being in the world. How we're used to relating to people. It's our comfort zone. And we do have that Warrior of Love. It could be somebody from your past coming back. Interesting, we have Aries, which is in the North Node right now. Excuse me, but Aries is Mars energy. It's fire. It's the 1st house of the zodiac. It's the arrival of the new and Aries season, right? Which I was talking about. And then we have the opposition or the confrontation. South Node in Libra, and we have Aries here, that's opposite energy. And that's about confronting that part within you. It could be that with this South Node, again, what's making you passionate and where you want to go, where your heart is inspired to pull you, could be causing a disturbance with what people are used to in you, or with your surroundings, or with your past way of being. Like Libra is it's Venus, right? And it's harmony, so it's go along to get along. It's like, I don't want to cause any trouble. I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want any confrontation. And Aries says, oh no, it's time for confrontation. Look at this. We have Mars, Aries ruler. Right now, Mars is in Leo. It's retrograde in Leo. It's heading back towards Cancer. Very passionate placement. Look at the hand clutching the hilt of that sword. That hilt is very phallic, very masculine. This is the I want what I want energy, the warrior of love. Aries is the fighter. Interesting. On the bottom of the deck, we have Gemini energy. Right now, we have Jupiter in Gemini. And Jupiter is all about expansion and growth. Also communication. Oh, look at this. Jupiter in Gemini. I couldn't make it up. But Jupiter is Sagittarius's ruler. That is Gemini's opposite. So it's a very interesting, it's asking us to be flexible about what the destiny that's coming in. It's bringing blessings. Jupiter is blessings. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the pulp. What's on your mind when it comes to love? I'm reading this as yourself, as the viewer, but remember, it can be vice versa. The world, well, the world is the end of the year. It's the completion of a cycle, right? Full circle. It's the wrap up. But the world can also be the actual big whole world. This can be about expanding your horizons and opening yourself up to new possibilities with Gemini there. We'll see how that clarifies. But with the South Node, it looks like something in the past is coming to an end. The circle has closed. Could be one way that this relationship was going, because now we have engagement. It's going to ascend, a cycle complete. How do you feel? Look at this. Venus in Cancer, the Two of Cups. I love this version. I sigh every time I see it. It's so old school and gallant, and that has that feeling with Aries here too, an old school romantic vibe. Look at him pouring into her cup from his big overfull cup. It's my heart to heart and eye to eye. Very romantic placement in the heart. It's partnership. And it can lead to the Ten of Cups, which is the whole picture. Some things are worth the fight. What actions do you want to take? And here we have the confrontation. Remember I said Aries is like, oh no, it's time. It's time. The Page of Pentacles. This can be the beginning of something very solid. It can be a message that you want to send, a new idea. There's that seed that can be planted. We'll see what this is about. It could be an invitation that you want to give to somebody. But this pentacle, and then we have this situation, involves marriage. I mean, it could be. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups, Scorpio energy. The Six of Cups is very, it's like the childhood sweetheart card. Often for me, it's energetic. It can take you back to a time and a place in your life when you believed in the purity of love. It was really that simple. I like you, you like me, Two of Cups, we love each other. It could also be somebody from your actual past that you want to go towards. Let's check that out. We'll see in the surrounding energy. This could be where your person appears. Can be a furthering of your action. The Six of Swords. There could certainly be travel involved in this situation, and I do think this is you, because with the world on your mind and the Six of Swords here in the surrounding energy, this is moving forward out of a place of internal or external conflict. It's traveling to a brighter horizon. It could be that you're leaving behind. Remember I spoke about how Oftentimes when we're leaving our comfort zone, the people around us are uncomfortable too. There could have been people getting in your way, arguing, fighting. But nevertheless, I believe this is you wanting to move towards whoever this is that you want to take the plunge with. It could have been an internal conflict for you as well. Let me see what's in the challenges. Oh, wow. Okay. We have Scorpio energy with death and rebirth. And this is like, let me see with the world, the completion of a cycle. Rebirth, it's like becoming something new, ascending, leaving the comfort zone. But rebirth, where I saw that Six of Cups too, can also again be something from your past, coming back around. We have the Four of Pentacles, earth energy. So was there a holding back or a sense of protectiveness? Or it could be somebody that you've been holding on to this whole time. We'll see. It could be we have the Emperor, strong Aries energy coming through. Also Capricorn and Taurus for me as a reader. We could be looking at Aries season because of what I was talking about in the intro. But the Emperor rules over the Four of Pentacles. And this can be a stubbornness, a refusal to move. But then we have death and rebirth here. A refusal to allow a cycle, let me slow down, to end. Okay, potential outcome. Ooh, the energy. Oh, look at all the fire. I mean, we got Mars. My blood is like pumping. Potential outcome, please. And then the car. Whoa, with the Knight of Wands, which is a race car, engines rearing. Remember I said with Aries, oh no, it's time. There's going to be confrontation. And it's not an angry confrontation. I'm not getting that energy. This is playful action. It's enthusiasm. It's like, I'm going to go for it. I've got something to say. The Knight of Wands holds on to the Ace of Wands, which reminds me of that hand clutching the hilt there. And uses the passion to have the courage, the warrior of love. I'm going to go and get it. I like that. Except we have Sag energy on the bottom with Temperance. Temperance is like easy cowboy. But interestingly enough, the Archangel there is holding those two cups that we see in the heart. This is about performing that delicate alchemy it takes to bring unlikely substances together. Two people in love can be a rebalancing of something from the past. Look at the Eight of Wands. All of that fire energy burning to come out. Whoa. Okay, let me get a sip. I can literally feel the heat, my friends. Okay. Deep breaths. There's a lot of passion in this reading. Look at this. Randomly, there happens to be an Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. That's what these two do. It's the beginning of that. Remember I said he brings his overfull, bigger cup. Look how huge that cup is. That could be what you want to offer. Let me see the world. Why is this here? Isn't that interesting? We have death and rebirth, which is also in the challenge. Remember the end of a cycle? And then I see the Three of Cups. Now, I'm going to get more clarity on this. The Three of Cups is union. It's what happens when these two cups come together and share the contents of what they have to offer. It creates a third cup, known as the relationship. The third cup, however, can be friendship, though. We'll see, like the ascending, right? Going from like something that's fairly casual or the honeymoon phase, or we're just like having fun with each other. Cycle complete, death and rebirth. And the Two of Cups is the truth of the heart. That's taking the plunge. I see the Page of Pentacles on the bottom, also in the actions. Let me see the Two of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles, more earth energy. You could be dealing with an earth sign or have that strong. Of course, we're in Capricorn season. The Eight of Pentacles is about putting in the work. This could be somebody that you work with that Three of Cups. That can be a workplace environment as well. Let me get another one on the Eight of Pentacles. Putting in the hard work. Diligence. We have Four of Pentacles over here. No way. Virgo shows up with the Hermit. Oh, I love this. Look at the Wand of Passion. That's the Ace of Wands. Coming out of Leo season and into Virgo season, we have that passion that was woken up back here. And also the Hermit is about soul searching, but maybe it's going to be a lot of work. Look what it is. It's the Two of Cups. Maybe there's going to be a lot of work. Okay, one more. To bring this together. The Warrior of Love, right? Some things are worth it. You could be soul searching whether or not you want to put in that kind of work. If there's a distance, that could be part of it. The King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. I like the King of Pentacles. I call him the King of Good Intentions. He doesn't waste his time or energy or efforts into anything that he's not serious about, that he doesn't plan to put in the work, Eight of Pentacles, to cultivate. So maybe you've been doing some deep soul searching about whether or not you want to or are in a place of being able to do justice to this connection, to bring it into union. Six of Swords, Six of Swords. It can have a lot to do with you once you're soul searching in there. Maybe things in the past coming to the surface in the form of words that were spoken, criticisms toward you. No, you can't do it. Something. It can be. Five of Swords can be totally internalized. I mean, it is. It's our thoughts. It's our words. Okay. But also the Eight of Pentacles can be you creating something from your heart as an offer here with the Page. You're like, yeah, it's time. Okay, then let me see the Page of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, get out of here. That's what she's holding. And that's the seed that can be planted, that can grow into something that will last over time. Look at how there's already roots growing on that seed of possibility. But also your love life is ascending and marriage. You could be working on actually wanting to offer something to somebody. Look at her holding out that pentacle. You're putting a lot of effort into it and you're like, is it good enough? Is it worth it? Is it the Warrior of Love? And then the Seven of Cups, water energy. This is based on a dream maybe, or this is your vision. This is your hope. These are all the possibilities here. There could be some uncertainty for you. Look at this. It's the Queen of Pentacles. The King and Queen of Pentacles are the natural mate for each other. They build the 10. This is partnership. Equal partnership. And also marriage. Let me see the Seven of Cups. We saw the Six of Cups. Okay. The Five of Pentacles and then the 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. The Five of Pentacles is my sad rose card. And look at how the petals are falling off of the bloom there. It's not got enough light or nutrients to fully grow. It's only half of the 10 of Pentacles. So again, you could be being overly cautious, like overly hypercritical. Virgo energy can be about whatever this is that you're working on to offer somebody. I hope I'm not losing you here. But this can be like, no, it's not good enough. When I see the Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles together, it's like perpetually writing or rewriting something, or I'm not sure, whatever your offer is here. So let's see, the Six of Swords is coming in with Mars. And that's in the surrounding energy. So what is this? Are you going to take this to that person? Interesting. We have the Hierophant. Remember we saw Taurus energy? The Hierophant is about marriage and commitments and formal things. And then we have the Nine of Swords, air energy. The Nine of Swords is a lot of stress and anxiety and overthinking and trying to predict how something's going to go before you even know how it's going to play out at all. Well, if they say this, then I'll do this. If they do that, I'll do this. You're overthinking and overworking. Oh, the Nine of Swords wanted to come out. Okay. As you move forward, there's a lot of stress here. Can I see the Nine of Swords, please? This looks pretty big, though. Looks like you're getting ready for some kind of commitment. Can I see the Nine of Swords? It's the King of Wands, fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, kind of the opposite energy. This is the King of confidence, of passion. It's definitely got that quality I've been feeling throughout the reading, that fire. Look at him, he's coiled up like a cobra, holding on to that wand, that passion we saw, and ready to take action. But look at this, there's fear, there's stress. So again, there's part of you that feels like you're not good enough. Is that true? That's what I'm feeling here, because he's the King of personal confidence. And you're like, I'm not sure. Because there's a lot of stress back here. Let's see this King of Wands. The Knight of Wands is here in the outcome, though. So that's good. Wow. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is my emotional pilgrimage card. It's number 8, and it's ruled over by the 8th card in the major, which is the Strength card. It's about having the courage to walk away from things that did not reach full fulfillment, did not reach the 10 of Cups. What's missing from this 8 of Cups? 2 cups, right there in the heart space. And that is what you're going after. Some things are worth it. And it's interesting because this depiction of the Eight of Cups is one of the very few where all of the cups are broken. And there's that huge black rock. It's final. There's no going back. And it takes a lot of confidence to do that. And it looks like that's where you're kind of coming from, or that's where the hitch is for you. Okay, so let me see the Four of Pentacles and Death. One more. I have the Two of Cups again. And then I see the Star. Aquarius is major arcana. Interesting. On the 19th of November, Pluto shifted into Aquarius. Also, though, we're heading into Aquarius season. The Star is a wish. It's a hope. And look at what you're wishing for. Holding on to it. The Five of Wands is passion, but it can be about conflict too, whether that's internal or, again, external. There's a lot of self-doubt coming through in this reading. And I feel like keeping you stuck as well. Let's get one more on the Five of Wands. We have the Nine of Wands. Look at the full moon at the top of that staircase, or the new moon, sorry, at the top of that staircase. On when was it? December the 30th, new moon in Capricorn. But anyway, the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. It's having fought the warrior of love. A long and difficult path to get to where you want to go, your wish. New moons are about manifesting the new. But the climb up there has been very, very difficult. I always say, look at these wands. They're very rough. They're all brambly. You could trip. You could hurt your shin. You could fall down. It's been a tough climb. And maybe a lot of people around you have been trying to get in your way or having a lot to say about what you want to do. There's that Libra energy of going along to get along, right? Versus the Mars, which is coming out super strong. And it's like, oh, heck no. It's time for me to have what makes me happy. Let me see the Knight of Wands in the potential outcome. Libra energy coming through on the bottom with justice. And this is about doing what's right, what's true. It's about karmic justice as well. We have the Page of Wands, a message and then action. And then the Two of Pentacles. Now the Two of Pentacles and the 8 make the 10 of Pentacles, which we saw, right, on the bottom of the deck. No more holding back. That's the message I'm getting there. Look, justice, the 4 of Cups, and then the 10 of Cups. No more holding back. Look at the rainbow colors flowing between these two sides of the 10 of Cups and the rainbow colors in the star. That's the wish. The 4 of Cups is moment of pause from the 3 to the 4, expansion. Let me see the Knight of Wands. We saw the Emperor, didn't we? He was on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Yeah, the Ace of Swords comes out. Anytime I'm talking and shuffling and the Ace of Swords comes out, it means, yeah, I hit the nail on the head. But the Ace of Swords is communication. It's truth. It's a brand new beginning. And then I see the Chariot, Cancer's major. You know where you want to go. That's where the truth is. This could involve travel. 7 of Pentacles, making plans. One more on the Ace of Swords. I don't see your person. I'm going to grab a different deck for a minute and see if we can see them. This is all you. The King of Swords and then the Chariot wanted to come back out. The only king missing here before we can get Emperor, and that's why he was on the bottom of the deck, is the King of Cups. The Emperor is all 4 kings. We see 3 of them here. This is making the decision with the Ace of Swords because you're crystal clear. You know the direction. The 10 of Cups showed up on the bottom and so did the King, and no King of Cups yet. Okay, let me see. Let's go to the Lune de Luniverse. So, let me see this 2 of Cups. Who is the person you're headed towards? Let me see their energy, please. We'll try. Sometimes these readings won't allow that. We'll see. We have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Unbelievable. Remember we saw the Queen of Pentacles? Here she's coming out again. Knight of Swords and the Page. They're waiting for you. They're ready to go. You have Knight of Wands, they have Knight of Wands. But Page of Swords here is they're waiting to receive that decision, that communication. Interesting. And it's ascending to a higher level. I see Virgo on the bottom with the Magician. Interesting. The Magician works with all 4 aces to create the world they want to live in, and it looks like that's what you're doing. And then the Hermit. Wow. Strong Virgo energy. What you found inside there is the truth. And then the Moon, Cancer's ruler. Full moon in Cancer on the 15th of January. Huge, huge full moon. Could be a timing thing. But the moon is also about, again, knowing where your truth is inside you. That's beautiful. Okay, let's go to the blue deck. Any other information for whoever needs this reading? I feel all of a sudden like this stuck communication. Oh, interesting. First card out, 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, communication. That's the throat chakra. And I felt mine just tightening up there. And then we have the 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. That's the heart. Okay. That's why the King of Cups isn't here. Because there could be a fear about speaking about your feelings. There's the King of Pentacles, Wands, and Swords, but no Cups. And then the door to Spirit. Could be a very spiritual connection with death and rebirth. Well, I started off by talking about the Lover's card. There could be like communication that happens in the 5D. Look, journey. The Chariot a couple of times can be a card about travel. We have the Six of Swords in the World too. Let's have one more. The Angel of Balance, that's the Temperance card. And I find that funny because on the bottom we have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, solar plexus, which is passion and expressing yourself. Let's do one more. Woman holding a heart. That's basically the Queen of Cups. And I said we're missing the King of Cups. An Angel of Balance. This person we're missing the King of Cups. This person could represent that emotional balance for you. Interesting. That's who you're traveling towards. One more. And anxiety. Nine of Swords. Yeah. I don't know what you're leaving behind here. Three of Cups can be, like I said, a social group. It can be people who tell you, this is where you used to belong. Let me see the Three of Cups. The Five of Pentacles, but it's a sense of lack. And we already saw the Five of Pentacles. It's not bringing you expansion. It's not. That's where that feeling of lack is coming from. We saw it. Yeah, we saw the sad rose. Third time I see Temperance. And look who it is. It's the Emperor, Divine Masculine, driver of the Chariot. Interesting. All right, let's go. Let's do your true love reading card. We're here. Anything else for whoever needs this reading? Sexual freedom. Well, okay. There's all that fiery energy that was making me so nervous. And the Knight of Wands. Oh, this had to come out, did it? Reparenting yourself. Not a big fan of this card. However, I did see the Six of Cups. I did see all this feeling of lack. It could be stuff that goes way back into your past that sort of makes you doubt whether you're good enough or whether you're capable. I'm going to leave that there. Okay, let's get you some talisman. Consider these to be like power words you can take away from the reading with you. Oh. Magical power, the Magician. Destiny. And then wisdom. That's the Hermit. That's the King of Swords. Okay, let's close it off. These cards can come out as advice, so as always, just take them as they resonate, if they do. Okay, you guys. I hope this reading helped you. I'm still like shaking from the amount of fire energy in it. I hope it helped you. Remember, it's a general reading, so only take what applies as it does, if it does. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest of healers. Isn't that the truth? We have two Knight of Wands here. Playful. Some things are worth the fight, right? My beloved, though we may be physically apart, at a distance, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. It's beautiful. And then time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. That's what I was saying. Working so hard at whatever this is that you're trying to make perfect before you offer it. Last one, twin flame, your passion ignites. Now, I'm not a twin flame reader, but holy moly, passion ignites, yes. That is for sure. Okay, my friends, I'll see you very soon. Take care. Happy New Year. Namaste.